So as you know, Ghost of Yōtei is right around the corner and I am yet to get the platinum on Ghost of Tsushima until now. I know the games aren't directly connected, but let's see if this platinum holds up to the standards that people put it on, as it is highly rated. The game kicks off as we see our main character Jin Sakai marching on into battle with his uncle Lord Shimura. I get a little taste for the combat, but inevitably get my ass beat by the Mongols and my uncle is taken by their leader Khotun Khan. We're going to see a lot more of him later on. So with my ass beaten and barely walking, I managed to find my broken armor, but still in the search for my weapons. Before making my way to them, I get introduced to the first helper of the game. This is Yuna, and she is going to be tagging along with us throughout the story. Once getting my weapons back, there is a flashback scene of Jin training with his uncle and reflecting on the passing of Jin's father. Lord Shimura had promised to treat me like a son of his own, and then will train me to become a great samurai. Flashback scene over, I get to choose my first horse before Yuna and I escape Mongol captivity and I get my first trophy of the game. Oh, that's our first trophy. Gather in storm, recover the katana of Clan Sakai. Well, this game is going amazing so far. I bet this map is huge. The graphics are absolutely phenomenal. I'm really enjoying this. After playing Assassin's Creed Shadows, seeing what a 2025 release game is like compared to whenever this dropped quite a few years ago. This game looks incredible. We learned that our uncle had been taken by Khan, so we travel to this big ass castle and challenge him to a duel in a heroic attempt to save our uncle. This duel was a great introduction to the combat, and just before really getting to feel for it, he throws me off a bridge to my death. That's it, the game's done, credits are rolling. I'm just kidding. It does give us an insight into Jin's background here, as we see Jin as a boy in the final moments with his father before watching him get brutally murdered in front of him. Yeah, somehow I managed to survive that ridiculous fall because, you know, plot armor and that. Back now with Yuna, the main reason why she saved us was so we can help her save her brother. Seems like a fair trade, how hard can it be? Before we go save him, I knew there was an easy trophy to get in the photo mode, so I banged that one out nice and easily. Yuna introduces us to the art of stealth, which is quite a conflict for Jin, as he has been brought up to fight with honor and face his enemies head on. And the samurai way, we don't stab our enemies in the back. This conflict with Jin will be a lot more apparent as we progress through this story. Returning viewers will know I'm a big Assassin's Creed fan, so I did what I was good at. With a pondering moment of self-reflection, I know I reached the point of no return and the show must go on. In this part of Act 1, it was essentially building a team of allies to hopefully re-challenge Khotun Khan and his army. The first guy I found on my travels was Sensei Ishikawa. He was the first of like the 4 main side characters, which each have their own individual storylines. I'll be going down all of these for some trophies later on. Ishikawa starts off with his story arc teaching me the way of the bow, and that adds another weapon to my arsenal. With a few lessons from him, I managed to convince him to join my cause in fighting the Mongols in hope to get my uncle back. The next side character we meet is Masako, and I'm not gonna lie, she is a straight up warrior fueled by revenge. A total badass that wants nothing more than death for everyone. Her missions were quite enjoyable, well, until a trailing mission. I thought that these were only in Assassin's Creed. I can never escape these missions, man. Come on. But remember what I said about her being a straight killer? Well, this is what happens when she found out who killed her children. Taking a page out of her book, I do some slicing and dicing of my own and get a trophy for it. Open for business. What's that? Successfully stagger 50 enemy. Nice. I'm not complaining of that at all. In the next run of side characters, this straw hat ronin called Ryuzu turns out to be one of my old school friends. We were both training to be samurai as a kid. I guess it's a small world as we rejoin together. After killing a lot of enemies with him and going on his mission to earn his trust, we finally gain him as an ally and he agrees to join us when tackling the Mongols. Ooh, Company of Wolves recruit the straw hat ronin. Sweet. As you can see, Act 1 is very much a meet the family ordeal, and the next person on the list to me is Kenji. This guy is a sake merchant, and honestly he's quite a funny guy but always lands himself in some kind of trouble. With Kenji and Yuna, we go to the main mission at hand, which was to save Yuna's brother, Taka. Taka is going to be extremely useful for our cause as he is one of the most renowned blacksmiths in all of Tsushima. So not only are we taking him away from Mongol captivity, we're also gaining a massive ally. Rescuing him mission went quite smoothly, and it's nice to see them back together again. For this, I get my next story trophy before making our final moves towards the end of Act 1. The next set of missions involve taking out some camps to give the people of our rebellion a place to take refuge and train to become warriors. It is finally time to rally all of our allies, and now being known as the Ghost. They said the title of the game. As I was saying, it's now time to finally go save our uncle with our newfound skills and friends. Things did not go as well as we found out, as that Ryuzo had betrayed us and joined in the Mongols, which led to a duel between two old friends. Don't make me do this. Don't make me do this. He left me no choice. After this fight, I tried to be the hero and spare his life, but he ran away like a little rat. I did manage to fight my way through some more Mongols, which led me to saving my uncle. And I let him know that it wasn't just me here, I had allies with me. There was hope for our future. After this, I continued to play through the story to rally up a bunch of troops and resources for Lord Shimura. This way we could both tackle the Khan with both of our armies. This led to a bunch of trophies such as witness protection for shooting a terrified enemy, then to rallying the people of Yarikawa and getting them to join our cause. I tell you what though, this had some epic moments, so I'll let them play out. Oh! Yo! Let's get them all gone. Every last one of them. Damn, that was an awesome mission to play through. Recruit people. Oh, we've done it. We have an army now. That was an awesome mission. That was so cool. Big ass fight. Leader of the people. Rally the peasants of Yarikawa. Nice. Let's go. Flash of Steel. Defeat 20 enemies with a counterattack after a perfect parry. Let's go. Now this wasn't a trophy, but I wanted to showcase how beautiful my first shrine was because, I mean, come on, just look at this game. May have arrived. Whoa. One of the shrine. Took a lot of parkour to get up there. Wow, it's stunning. This game has done such a good job at looking so picturesque all the time. So good. So good. Then to recovering my father's armor, this also led to a trophy, and after getting the armor, I stumbled into a few miscellaneous trophies along the way. This next mission, I was heading into a Mongol camp, and I did get a combat trophy along the way of this. But oh my god, was this a tale to remember. I met with Ryuzo again, but this time I get captured before I get the chance to duel him and take his head. That's right, I got captured by Khan. Oh, and I forgot to mention, Taka decided to be a dumbass and join us on this camp liberation. I'll let my reaction speak for itself here on how it went, and I don't think I can show the whole thing on YouTube, so I'll place my face over the bits I can't show. Oh my god.
Your friend died.
Yeah, you don't say. Very dead. Dying embers. Eradicate the traitors in the name of a fallen friend. After Taka's death, Lord Shimura and I attack the Khan, finding Ryuzo at Lord Shimura's old castle. And my uncle wanted to use his way to take down the castle and get it back, but we were losing a lot of men and leading them straight into death. I decided to take matters into my own hand here and poison them the ghost way. This finally led to a fight between Ryuzo and I, but this one certainly went a lot better than the previous interactions. You think he's gonna get in my head? Come on, big boy. Oh, brother. Come on, let's get him. He's gonna die. I want his head. Oh, he dead. That's what he gets. Betraying me. I wanted his head, though, I can't lie. Then take it back to the Khan and go, look, you asked for my head, I got his. Lord Shimura finds out what I did to reclaim his castle, and he renounces the ghost, wanting us to become a true samurai once again. I do not choose that path. Damn, the ghost. Embrace your new identity. Let's go. That was like a movie. That whole tale was sick. That was so sick. This did result in my uncle holding me in a prison cell, but it doesn't last long before I make my escape. But there is an almighty cost for this. Act 3. Kill the Khan. Oh, I'm here for it. My horse is dead. Taka's dead. Everybody else gonna die. Now, with a few miscellaneous trophies while exploring, I get my first trophy of Act 3 for reuniting with all of my allies in the frozen north before we can all make our final charge for the Khan. First, I had to get my wardrobe in order though and collect my 30th piece of vanity gear. Time to finally confront the Khan, and oh boy was this fight absolutely incredible. I'm gonna let most of this play out, so just enjoy it. It was amazing. I can't believe I'm finally gonna fight him. Let's lock in. He's gonna go down. Like that. Change stance. Whooped his ass. I really want his head. Oh no. Get his head. Ooh, god damn. Yo, this is like the most cinematic game I've ever played in my entire life. Oh my god. Now, what is head? Let's take that as a trophy. It's gonna go up in flames now. Damn. I got his ass. That was a good fight. I like that you had to change your stances and stuff because he changed his. I like that. Adaptable. Multiple phases. Perfect. Sovereign End. Confront the Khan. That was an awesome tale that we just played. I really, really enjoyed that fight. Normally I don't like boss fights that are really longed out for no reason, but that felt really dynamic and good. I like that a lot. That was awesome. Alright, so a quick bit of research done. I've just looked online. This is supposedly the last tale of Jin's journey. So I think it's time I go clean everything up and then round off the story, get that platinum trophy. It's been an amazing journey so far. I think we're about 16 hours in. I've done a little bit of the side content, but let's keep it rolling. Let's get this platinum. So as you heard me say there, it is time to do all of the cleanup trophies, and if I'm completely honest, this is where the game fell apart for me a little bit. I mentioned I was around 16 hours worth of playtime in at this moment in time, and the platinum took me 42 hours. I wasn't even halfway done yet. I will explain my annoyances with the game as the trophies pop up, but there wasn't too many, they were just a little bit tedious. The first set of side content I went for was Masako's Tales, for no other reason other than she was just a badass and I was nearly done with them anyway. Her tales consisted of pure vengeance, and I even ended up dueling her at one point. It resulted in Masako being the only one left of her family, and everyone that stood in her way was now dead. Oh, that was cool. The Vengeful Warrior. She was the first one that I decided to tackle first. I don't really know why. I just thought, yeah, I'll pick one of them to go down the tails for. I actually quite enjoyed that. They were quite fun. A lot of killing, a lot of fighting. I think this is the one which was very fighting heavy. It was good. I like that. So now I've got 3 more. I've got a lot of tales to go. I'm just trying to get my way through them all. And then ticking off all of the miscellaneous stuff like the fox dens, shrines and all that when I see them. Next on the hit list was Norio's Tales. He was a refugee Mongol warrior who also lived the lives with the monks. In seeing how much damage the Mongols did, he turned into rage and completely burnt down an entire village. But with some self-reflection at the end, I get a trophy for completing his tales, and they were quite fun as well, to be fair. The Warrior Monk. Complete all of Norio's Tales. Why did I read that backwards? I like that one. That was a lot of fighting. It was quite enjoyable. All of these, like, Tales, like the side quest tales, have been really good. I've enjoyed them quite a lot. They're just very long. I feel like I'm getting to the point where I've spent more time on the side content than main story content. Now to tackle Sensei Ishikawa's tales. These were quite cool as we hunted down one of his students that went rogue. I did manage to tick off a few random trophies along the way during this quest line, which is great. Come on, let's get him. Every last one of them. Come on, one more. Yeah, all in the wrist. Defeat the maximum amount of enemies within a single standoff. I've been going for that for a while. I'm glad that I got it. Let's go. Hey, have a nice fall. I just wanted to see if I could get that one done and out of the way. That was nice and easy. Kill an enemy with full damage. This tale ended with us both letting the student go and sail off to live her dreams. I won't bore you with all of the details, but she just went rogue and she wanted to live her dreams. That was it. Hey, the unbending archer. That was quite cool. I quite like that set of tales. As I said while doing these tales, I was also making my way through all of the random bits on the map. Yuna's tales were super quick and easy, but with Taka being a big part of the story, these tales didn't really have much to say and felt a little bit meaningless. The headstrong thief. There wasn't as many, unless I did them like really early on in the game and now just wrapping back around to it, but there didn't seem as many that time. That was good. I enjoyed that. Didn't feel like there was much of a huge plot line with her tales, but they were cool nonetheless. The rest of the trophies were all random stuff across the map, like liberating certain areas or collecting specific collectibles, all of which were really easy and a little bit mind-numbing to do, but we got the job done. As fun as it was killing all of the Mongols, it goes to show how big the map really is and trying to uncover it all. Ooh, mass eviction, liberate 7 occupied areas in the Kamiyagata. Damn, that was one way to end it. Every trick in the book, acquire all throwable ghost weapons and techniques. Know your enemy, collect 20 Mongol artifacts. Lovely stuff right there. There we go. Play the Lamnan of the Storm at a friend's grave. Nice. That was it. Quick and easy trophy. This should be a trophy. There you go. A charming man. Equip a charm in all 6 slots. Let's go. Ooh, a new safe haven. Liberate all occupied areas in Kamiyagata. Securing sanctuary. Liberate all areas in Toyotama. Nice. Let's go. Hey, honor the unseen bow to 10 hidden altars across Tsushima. Alright, so if I'm not mistaken here, I should be able to buy something. Can I get a trophy? There we go, Monochrome Masters. Purchase an item from the black and white dye merchants. Ooh, Teller of Tales. Complete all the mythic tales. I didn't realize that was my last one. Let's go. I do apologize for this next bit. The next 3 hours of my gameplay and recording was all corrupted, but I just about managed to save some of it with some dodgy frame rates, so please do excuse that. There was a lot of trophies here that did get corrupted, but just please bear with me until the end. The end is completely fine. Yeah. Kill the boat. Let's go. The Ghost of Legend. Build your legend to earn the title Ghost of Tsushima. Right, let's go get a trophy real quick. Purchase. Boom. The perfect storm. Fully upgrade your sword. That was a nice and easy. That wasn't that easy, but you get that one quite naturally. That's good. Let's go. Favor of... Wait, what? I've done them all? I was checking my phone. I didn't even think I'd done them all, but goddamn. They're all done. Now this is where I wanted to speak about my biggest complaint at a game, and that was the Tales of Tsushima, specifically those from random NPCs. They all felt the same, and with there being over 60 of them, it felt unnecessary to play through them all. I had some raw thoughts on this, so I'm just gonna let that play out as it pretty much speaks for itself. Literally, like every tale that I go on now, it's like, oh my god, Lord Sakai, help. Blah blah blah, and then you try and go help and then the Mongols have already killed him. Like, that's it. I don't know if it's just like lazy writing, because it's like, oh, they're dead, can't do anything about it now, sorry. Like, I don't know, it's getting so repetitive. Yeah, I've also taken many as well. Gang, helping sword hand complete all the tales. Huh? But I haven't. I've still got some of the story left. Oh, because that's Jin's journey. Makes sense. Well, that's the big chunk done. A lot of the tales were really, really repetitive, I can't lie. It was like, oh my god, we need to go save these people. And then as soon as we got there, they were dead. And it's like, oh, if only we got here sooner. I felt a bit lazy on the devs part. But I guess it's like, oh my god, the Mongols are killing everything. Cool. But anyway, let's keep it moving. We got some little springs to go to, some bamboos to cut, and that's about it. Ooh. Liberate all occupied areas in Izuhara. Another one, Master Liberator. Liberate the entirety of Tsushima Island. I knew this was the last one. That was nice and easy. Let's go. Light the way. Oh, wait. What? That was rekindle all the... I only had one? I thought... Never mind. I think it's bugged, but whatever. Another trophy. I want this trophy. Let's go. Cooper Clan cosplayer. Dress up as a legendary thief. I can take the shit off. Taking that armor off was the final thing I needed to do before I could start the last tale of Jin's journey. And what an absolutely incredible journey it had been so far. This game had blown me away and exceeded my expectations. I can now finish off the platinum exactly how I wanted it, and that's with the credits rolling. I tell you what though, this tale was an emotional one for sure. Shimura had been tasked to go back to the Shogun with my head. I was never going to let that happen. I get the chance to compose my final haiku, which was the last collectible I needed to finish off the entire game. This was a massive trophy hit. There we go. Body, mind, and spirit. Complete all hot springs, haikus, Inari shrines, and bamboo strikes. Let's go. But there was no time to celebrate now, as I have to have the final duel of the game. I'm going to let my raw thoughts and reaction play out for the rest of this platinum journey. So please, if you did enjoy the video, drop a like on it and subscribe if you're new. I'm going to see you guys in Ghost of Yōtei next. That is going to be an incredible game and an incredible journey. I'll see you in the next one. Oh my god, I'm ready for this. Do I enjoy this fight, or do I just ghost dance and sword dance through it? I kind of want to enjoy it. I don't want to hurt you. Out of curiosity, how much damage does this next one do? Come on! I don't want to do it! I don't want to do it! I'm taking my time here! Come on! I'll poke you to death if I have to. Yeah, there can only be one. Successfully complete every duel. Is that it? Wait, that can't be the end of the game. Or it might be the end of the duel. So I don't kill him. Come on, old man. Oh my god. I didn't want to do it. But he's dead. Oh, wait. He's not dead. Oh my god. Let him live and walk away. But he's only going to come back. But your head is coming home with me.
You are remembered as a great warrior, a wise leader, and a father.
Thank you, son.
Oh no, you're making me regret it.
Find me in the next life.
I will.
I will.
Hey, he copied me. Oh. I spent a whole third of this game trying to save him. And then the final third of the game taking him down. What an incredible ending. I assume this is the ending to the story. It's gotta be. Wow. Mono no aware. Leave the past behind and accept the burden of your new mantle. And then... Living legend. Let's go. Obtain all trophies. This game was absolutely incredible. The side content, however, it dragged a little bit. I'll say that, but the game from start to finish was beautiful. It wasn't like anything too challenging. I can't even remember what mode I played on, but wow. This game was really good. I feel like I've gotten everything out of the game because of the trophies made you do pretty much everything. I know there's some DLC to play through and things like that. Maybe I will in my own time, but this game is one to play. I got it on the PSN Plus catalog, so if you have that and you don't have this platinum trophy, you gotta go get it. It was a fun one. I think it took me approximately 42 to 43 hours. I believe a guide says around 50 hours. For the long form video, I'll put all of the links to the guides and the map that I followed for the walkthroughs and stuff. But yeah, this game was incredible. Ghost of Yōtei next. As of the time of recording this, less than a week until it comes out. Less than a week until we get a new experience. I can't wait. And I will see you in the next one, which is going to be Ghost of Yōtei, so stick around for that. I'm going to try and beeline that platinum as quick as possible and get that video out for your faces. It's been an absolute pleasure playing this game. And I'll see you in the next one. That was an awesome platinum. That was such a good game. Great game. I enjoyed that.